My dad and I started the Elizabeth Smart Foundation because I was a victim of a predatory crime. I was kidnapped when I was 14 years old and held captive for 9 months. Knowing how bad it is, being out there, being hurt, being taken advantage of, I knew that I wanted to make sure that other children weren't going through the same thing. In 2015, Nepal had a huge earthquake, and it just became too easy for these predatory crimes to take place. And so my parents flew out there. They were astounded at how bad things really were. Children are targeted because there's an opportunity, or because the family doesn't have the means to take care of the child. They'll sell them or abandon them. Many of these girls suffer severe gynecological trauma, which leads to them never able to have children. And sadly, many of these children, it becomes so hard for them to continue on that they do try to take their own lives, and that's a tragedy in and of itself. And no child deserves that. They're children. I mean, they deserve to be children, to be happy, to learn and experience all the normal parts of childhood. The Elizabeth Smart Foundation is working with the orphanage Raksha, where we're trying to help make sure that these children receive medical attention, that they receive an education, and making sure that these children get into school. Because without education, it's all too easy to fall back into that same sort of vicious cycle of being preyed upon, of being taken advantage of. And so making sure that they have those opportunities, making sure that they're receiving counseling and that they're receiving therapy, and make sure that Raksha continues to be an environment in which these children do begin to trust again and do feel safe and do feel loved. As these children come through the doors at Raksha, they go through a metamorphosis from being very hurt, very abused, very taken advantage of, to finding that spark of hope again, to finding they are of worth and that they are of value.